ActionSA in KwaZulu-Natal claims that many schools aren't ready to welcome pupils despite tomorrow's start to the new academic year for coastal provinces. The party's leader in KZN, Zwakele Mncwango, went to inspect the Bhekisisa High School in Ntuzuma this morning. Nobuhle Modise reports.
With only a day to go before schools in coastal provinces welcome pupils for the 2023 academic year, this is the state of classrooms at Bhekisisa High School in Ntuzuma. Not only is this not a conducive teaching and learning environment, but there aren't enough teachers to accommodate the almost 700 pupils, and more parents are still attempting to enroll their children. Bhekisisa High here in eThekwini is one of the schools that reported a number of problems in the 2022 academic year, and no solutions have been offered.
We're definitely not ready. We've seen from the entrance, you can see parents. I've done interaction with some parents, checking why they are here. They're still looking for spaces, and they're telling us that they can't find a space anywhere around Ntuzuma. Their hope is here. They are actually neighbors of the school. And as you just said, the school currently is more than 750 learners, but they still have more than 50 people waiting for space. In fact, 5,200, they're still waiting for a space in the school. That's one of the challenges that you ask yourself. If most learners can't find a space, what will happen tomorrow? Because it means someone must do something about that. But coming to the issue of infrastructure on its own, as you see here, they still have asbestos in this school. We know how dangerous asbestos is, and there's a sad part about our township schools in rural areas because government seems to neglect these schools.
A parent says it's disheartening that a school that produces good results is an afterthought to the provincial education department.
Abantwana baphasa ngendlela eyisimanga. Kusona lesi sikole esisimo esinje kodwa into ephuma kulesi sikole ayive imangalisi. Besicela nje ukuthi ugovernment akangenelele ukulungisa isimo salesi sikole. Sivandalizekile, ifence yakhona ayikho safety, abantwana bekho safety, ama-toilet ayalika, and ukuflash akusasebenzi ngendlela, and basebenzisa ama-toilet awomama nendlwane. Okufanele ukuthi igovernment izobakhela ama-toilet asemgangathweni. Bese kuba asbestos yavuthuka. Thola abantwana beba nomkhuhlane bayakhwehlela kanti isimo sa-asbestos kube isimo sikagesi ukukhanyisa. Amanye amaklasi bathi awasebenzi ogesi, awakhanyi. Sicela nje ukuthi ugovernment angenelele kakhulu kulesi sikole.
This brick and mortar structure behind me are toilets that haven't been functional for the past 5 years. This means that a pupil who started in grade 8 would not have seen a working toilet in this high school when they matriculate. The education department intervened by installing these shipping containers that are poorly maintained as well and in an appalling condition. The South African Democratic Teachers Union in KwaZulu-Natal says the poor state of affairs at Bhekisisa High is just a glimpse of what is the reality for many schools in the province.
Such situations and environments are demoralizing to our members because, teachers spend more time in school. They spend more than the 7 hours they get paid for. So when you wake up as a teacher, you must wake up and be willing, be motivated to go to the workplace, which is the school. But where you have to think twice when nature calls, because even as you are saying, the status of the toilets there, everything for the learners and for the teachers, it's demoralizing. That's the summary that I can give. It's demoralizing, and our teachers are expected to do miracles. Teaching is a complex process. It needs that you must be free in your mind. You must be motivated, intrinsically motivated, but also extrinsically motivated by your surroundings, including the infrastructure, including the condition of your school. It must be welcoming for both teachers and learners.
The Teachers Union says the pupil-teacher ratio remains a serious concern that requires urgent attention.
You know that the allocation of teachers is determined by the number of learners in the school, not by the subjects and what our learners want to be in future. So it's the opposite of what education must be about. And our take as the union is that the department has to do away with this model, Peter Mokell model, which says if you have 100 learners, therefore you need to have so many teachers. As a result, we find our schools having to multi-grade, and it's injustice to the learners, because even if the school is small in terms of the numbers, those learners deserve quality education.
As scheduled, schools will reopen tomorrow, and the reality is that with the current state of affairs, teaching will unfortunately continue in conditions almost identical or even worse than those at Bhekisisa High School. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Nobuhle Modise in Durban.